And so what I want to cover today is some of the formative elements of a Christian view of the afterlife, and to see the ways in which a Christian view of the afterlife is made out of a mixture of both Greco-Roman and Jewish elements into a unique vision of the afterlife that is different from Judaism, that is different from Greek-Roman polytheism, even from Platonism, although it is influenced by all of these, into its own distinctive vision of what happens after death. It is worth saying at the beginning that this is, from the historian of religion's point of view, a very difficult topic. And it's very difficult because there's relatively scanty evidence. And it seems that different early Christians imagined different visions of the afterlife. And so it is very difficult to recover what the afterlife looks like. And indeed, the scriptural basis of early Christianity, the canonical texts, the texts that come to be the Bible, say extremely little about the afterlife. There is no perfectly coherent and widely shared view of the afterlife in early Christianity. You can skim through the whole New Testament, and you will see fragments. But is there a long passage anywhere in the New Testament where heaven and hell are described? No. You have to work from smaller clues. And indeed, this is why, to this day, the various branches of Christianity have widely differing visions of the afterlife. What are the three principal branches of Christianity?
Catholic.
Roman Catholicism, right? Don't just say Catholic, because Catholic is a Greek word, and the Greek Orthodox think that they're Catholic, universal. Okay, so there's Roman Catholicism, there's Eastern Orthodoxy, and then Protestantism, which is just an umbrella term for the huge spectrum of theologies that emerge in the wake of Martin Luther's Reformation. Okay? And Eastern Orthodox Christians, Roman Catholic Christians, and Protestants in the whole spectrum believe very, very different things to this day about what the afterlife looks like. Roman Catholics will accept an idea of purgatory, a place that is somewhere between the eternal punishment of hell and the eternal paradise of heaven, in which souls go through a purgatory, a purification process. The Eastern Orthodox, relatively closer to Roman Catholics, tend to believe that souls are being punished until the final judgment, when some will be rescued and some will be damned. Protestants tend to emphasize immediate judgment. Many Protestants don't accept the idea of a purification or of a purgatory. And if you grew up in an evangelical church in Oklahoma, you probably didn't hear of purgatory until you were much older. Right? It's not part of the cultural repertoire of most evangelical Protestants. So there's a huge variety of beliefs to this day about the afterlife. And so that's one clue to the fact that there's not such definitive material from the ancient world. What I'd like to do is give you some images of the afterlife from different moments in Greek, Roman, Jewish, and Christian history. And what I'd like to argue is that to understand these images of the afterlife, try to appreciate the philosophical stakes. What is at stake philosophically? What does the afterlife need to be like to satisfy certain philosophical conditions?